Hello and welcome to my weekly video blog, and today on A Vogel Talks Menopause I'm going to be talking about odd itches and strange twitches in the perimenopause and menopause. If you like my tips and advice, then please subscribe and remember to hit the bell icon so you can be notified of all my new videos. We get many strange symptoms in the menopause. Amongst them are itching and twitching in the strangest places, such as itchy feet and ears and twitching eyes and legs. So today I'm going to look at both, why they may happen and what you can do to help yourself. So we all get odd itches from time to time. It's just one of those things. But in the menopause, these can become much more common. They can be ongoing and they can happen all the time. One of the main issues is stress. Now, you might think to yourself, well, I'm not really very stressed, but the hormonal changes are putting your body under a lot of pressure, and that in itself can be enough to cause stress. If you've then got day-to-day living on top of that, it can be a question of a lot of adrenaline's going around your system because of the stress. There can also be histamine going around, and both of these can cause itchy skin and itchy places elsewhere. It can be allergies. Your skin can become much more sensitive to everyday things that creams that you're putting on your skin, your body washes, even the soap powder you use for washing your clothes. So that allergic reaction to things going on the skin can cause a lot of itching. It can be itching all over, and this is very often accompanied with dry skin and things like vaginal dryness and dry eyes. Other itching is scalp itching. Your scalp can get really, really itchy. This can be due, again, to the dry skin, the histamine and the stress. But we also know that falling estrogen can affect the hair follicles themselves. So that could be part of the problem too. It can also be that crawling sensation. Remember, that's called formication, where it feels like there's ants or insects crawling up the inside of your skin. Another common one, which seems a bit strange, is itching inside the ears, and also itchy feet and itchy underarms. So what can you do with all these ones here? Obviously, loads of water to stop with the dehydration. If you do find that these symptoms get worse or appear when you're stressed, then look at stress remedies such as passion flower or valerian. There is something called neem cream. Neem is very soothing for that sort of itchy, irritated skin. And especially if you're getting itchy underarms and itchy feet, is to look at natural deodorants, because did you know that using antiperspirants could be causing your itchy feet? When you use antiperspirants, you are basically blocking any sweat from happening under the arms, which, obviously that's what it's there for. But especially if you're getting hot flushes and sweats, your body has to sweat from somewhere else in order to cool itself down. Otherwise, it will literally overheat. And one of the other places where you perspire a lot from is your feet. So if your underarms are blocked with antiperspirants and you're wearing socks or tights all the time and closed shoes, then your feet are going to get sweaty and they are going to get very itchy as well. So surprisingly, just using natural deodorants rather than antiperspirants may put paid to the itchy feet. For itchy ears, believe it or not, this can often be caused just by lack of oils in the body. So this is where you can add healthy fats into your daily diet. So that can be things like nuts and seeds. It can be your olive oil or your flaxseed oil, or even go for a sea buckthorn oil supplement. For the strange twitches, we get a lot of women reporting this. It's we first of all thought, well, this is a really strange symptom, but it seems to be a very common one. where there's not a lot of information on it. So with this situation, it can be eye twitches. And I know I talked a few weeks ago about myself and how if ever I was under a lot of stress, my eyebrow just went into overdrive. It can be eyebrows. Some women say that their actual eyebrows are twitching as well. It can be anywhere in the body, so you can get twitches in the shoulders, and a lot of the time it can be twitching when you're in bed trying to get to sleep. You're trying to sleep and suddenly your whole body goes into a big jump or twitch. And it can also be restless legs. So the causes of these, again, obviously dehydration, it can be the stress angle, and very often that's linked to low magnesium, because muscle relaxation, you need plenty of magnesium to help the muscle. So if you're low in magnesium, your muscles are less likely to relax when you want them to. Also, it can be caffeine. If you're overdosing on caffeine, that can make you really, really twitchy. High salt and high sugar foods can do this as well. And obviously lack of sleep. If you're really tired, you can be more prone to these sorts of symptoms. The interesting thing here is that if you are twitching, if you're getting the whole body twitch when you're in bed and you're sleeping, very often that indicates that you haven't fallen into the dream state. When you get into the dream state, your body goes into a sort of semi-paralysis, which stops you acting out your dreams. Because you imagine, especially when you get those really active adventure dreams where you're going all over the place, if you weren't in this semi-paralysis state, you would be physically acting out your dreams whilst you're in bed. And obviously it's not safe for you, and certainly not safe for anyone that you may be sleeping alongside. So if you're doing the twitching, it means that you're just not getting into that deep sleep where your body gets completely relaxed. For this twitchy one, you can look at herbs like valerian. It's a really nice one. It helps with sleep, and it also helps with relaxation too. So when do you need to go to the doctor for this one? It is important. If you find that the twitching is constant, if you find that you've tried all these things and nothing has worked for you, if it's continual twitching in one particular area of your body, then do go and get this checked out by your doctor, especially if it's going on for more than a few weeks. There are some other health conditions where twitching can be an indication that something's going on. So do get this one checked out if you are worried at all. So I hope you found this one helpful. As I say, we thought these were strange symptoms, and they're really, really common. So if any of you out there have experienced any of these, what did you find was helpful for you? So please share with us. We'd love to hear your stories. And I'll see you next week for another edition of A Vogel Talks Menopause.